Tell me why the sky's blue. Tell me why this money is green. Now Lord, please, tell me why I do these things to make tea. Now, yeah, let me. They kick me out of church, cause I just don't listen. Always fall asleep when the preacher is preaching. Not my fault, I do love God, but on Saturday nights, I be all up on
Welcome,
high.
ladies and gentlemen. We are back live, man. This is me and Queen of whyuce, the number one podcast in the world, baby.
Yes.
The number one.
Ooh-wee. Welcome back, Queen.
It's great to be back, bro. It's great to be back.
You know, what you been up to?
You know, I've been busy with life, bro. Being with family and, I've been out there for a funeral and just spending quality time with my brother and his daughter and all the family. And it was so good to spend all that time. You know, a lot of talks were talked about, why don't you go ahead and move out here?
Yeah.
I was like, so tempting, man. But my life is here. But we shall see. We shall see. I'm ready to already retire. I have 1 year and 8 months. Yeah.
Wow, man. That's what's up, cuz.
Yeah. Came back and did a countdown, bro. So I was like, yes, it's on and cracking.
So, you know, because of that, Queen, I don't know if you know, man, but we're going to go ahead and do a file move for you. Shout out to Queen with 1 year and 8 months to go, baby.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, shout out to me for hitting that. There you go. Let's hear that one more time, baby.
Let's hear it again. Malo. Nice one, cuz. Nice touch. I love it.
So you know, shoot.
Man, what you been up to?
Well,
I've been gone and haven't talked to you in a minute also.
There you go. This is what I've been up to, Queen. The past 3 weeks, had to hold it down. Like I said, you know, we had a shout out again to Guysosmooth and Ben Jeezy for coming through and just keeping us, you know, keeping our whyuce podcast, the number one podcast in the world, keep it going for our listeners, you know. Yeah, keeping them entertained. You know, we've been staying faithful on our 49er talk.
Yes.
Other than, you know, staying faithful with that. And then, of course, you know, whatever topic that we happen to talk about comes up, you know, that's what we talk about. But other than that, you know, I'm in the process of moving.
Ooh, that's a lot of work. That sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, yeah, it is. Especially when you do it all the time. But, man, look who we've got here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Guysosmooth. The man came in right on time. Guysosmooth, as you're tuning in, you know, me and Queen, we were just catching up because, you know, we haven't seen Queen for quite some time. Just talking about what she been up to. And then after that, we just started jumping into moving.
Man, I had to start my life over a couple of times, man, and it all involved moving. So, yeah, it is a big hassle. I kind of got it down to a science where own very few things.
Right.
But then when you're moving all your every freaking thing you own. It's a lot of hard work. I was moving around a lot in Samoa, that small island. That tsunami of 2009 totally wiped out our house and stuff. So started renting in different villages, and then the big move from there to here. Do you guys go through this where when you're moving, you have to sacrifice some items, like you got to leave it behind or you got to give it away? I think that's also a big thing.
It's hard for me to let some things go. Yep, I hear you.
Especially like in terms of a natural disaster when you lose everything.
That right there, that's crazy. It wasn't your choice. It just happens.
Yeah, it was taken away from you by by the forces of nature. Like I said, the tsunami or a hurricane. Oh, I've even been in hurricane situations too. Bro, I've lived through hurricanes, earthquakes, and tsunamis, man.
Wow.
Which all cause, those are forced moves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a different kind of move right there. That's like you got no choice but to. You have to move. So you're talking about a whole completely different move, guy. We were talking about like military. Here I am about to bitch and complain about something, but when you talk about that kind of move, that's the kind of move that I shouldn't be complaining about my situation. You know what I'm saying, Queen?
I think military-wise, I was too young because we were moving around a lot during when he was working in the military. So yeah, got used to that. I don't think I always felt it was an adventure.
I want to talk about the whole hurricane one. Queen, have you experienced that one? Or just like a,
Never,
yeah.
never.
So why don't you let us viewers know about that? Because I never experienced that.
Man, in the terms of a hurricane, I think from my experiences, man, you just hunker down, board up your house, and just pray that your house can withstand the wind. I've been in a couple that we thought, you think it could withstand it, but because houses out in the islands, they're made of tin roof, yeah.
Yes.
And then there's houses with shingles. Now, the houses with shingles, they will take a beating unless they were specifically designed to take a beating. It's one of those things you're totally powerless. The only thing you can do is always prep and always like hunker down. You get the doomsday style feeling, but at the same time, I can't. Again, my views back then, I was young, so I thought it was pretty cool when it was happening. I know the adults didn't think that way. What I know what the adult me though, when I was much older and I experienced a hurricane, the thing that went through my mind was money. Like, man, I'm gonna have to pay for that. I'm gonna have to buy new clothes. I'm gonna have to buy everything to replace everything that got water damaged.
Yeah.
So when that happened, normally you got Red Cross, FEMA, and all that, right? All those people helping out. Like you get some kind of insurance or something like that for the
Yeah,
house.
normally you do. But over the years, the paperwork has gotten even more difficult to pull off. Yeah. So I hate to say it, there were a couple like when it happens to a place for so long, I think people start to game the system. Does that make sense?
Somewhat. What you mean? Elaborate.
They start to take advantage of the aid that's being brought to them. There are certain occasions where people didn't even have anything wrong with their like no damage at all, but they'd be making claims and stuff. People are more smarter now about how to game the government system than they were back in the day because of the advent of internet sharing of information and all that stuff. Do you guys understand where I'm coming from?
I understand totally. People are just taking advantage of the system.
Which totally kills it for the people who really need it.
Yes, just like the whole welfare system. There is a whole
Yeah.
different name to it, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
So that goes on back there, from experience. But in the long run, it goes back to you start your life over, you move, you move to a different place. Um, it's not as big though. I don't think you can compare those moves to the ones you guys do in the States, like stateside or even country, like when you move to a whole new country, right?
Yeah, but I would think like when like a hurricane hits, I mean you lost all your possessions, most of it. So I feel like that's a lot harder move because it's kind of like
Well, then again, because
might be sentimental.
we don't move. Sometimes we don't move. We just hunker down and rebuild, bro. Because it's a small island. It's a village. The only reason, like I said, that I moved was during the tsunami. I just had to get out of the. It was for me. It was a bit too traumatizing to stay back in the Ville. I just needed a change of venue, so I wanted to rent somewhere else, which was unheard of on the island. Usually, you just stay with your families and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
right. Yeah. I
But
didn't
see, people
realize that.
never talked about the mental health aspect of it until later. Like, I was afraid to go to the ocean. I never told anybody, but I never wanted to go swimming for a whole 2 years, 3 years.
That's some serious issues, though. With the mental health situation going on. Yeah, that's some.
Uh,
I didn't know that there are people that I didn't realize that people do rent back in American Samoa.
See, it is. And it goes to peace of mind, bro. It's basically based on peace of mind. And it's not just American Samoa. I'm pretty sure it's everywhere. Because when if you're living with extended family and stuff like that, you're literally living with like a roommate that's always up in your business and stuff. But people don't understand peace of mind is priceless. And when I say peace of mind, it's your own space, your own quiet place.
Mm. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Queen. Are we getting out of track of what we were talking about, or
No, this is good. Remember, like I said earlier, there's
Mm,
different types of moving,
yeah,
He's talking about this move due to the
natural
earthquake,
disasters? Yeah,
yep, the tsunami,
Man, I
and
want to add, you also move because you want peace of mind, right?
yes.
I
Oh
Like
yeah,
you
mean,
would,
we rented when we moved out in American Samoa.
you guys
Um,
rented? See,
yeah,
I didn't
for
realize that until
for a
now.
small bit we rented in Pawai'i, even though we have family out there. But yeah, but my mom she was able to rent a spot for us down in
Cool.
Pawai'i.
Okay, so people do
Yeah,
rent.
yeah, especially now they have all those apartment like I don't know
yes,
what the
the
program was
apartments
called.
build off of the aid that the government sent after a hurricane and a
There you
tsunami.
go. Yes.
Wait. So we're talking about apartments. What, are you guys talking about, like apartments that we have out here in the U.S. or
Over
it's
back on the
different?
islands, back on the islands.
Yeah. What do you mean by what kind of
So
apartments do they got?
so there was people that was able to build apartments based off of aid that was brought um, due to economic aid. Kind of like how when the freaking pandemic went down, how these companies got stimulus.
hmm
Yeah, but what kind of was it a duplex? Was it like a building
Yeah,
apartment or?
duplexes,
Yeah,
buildings, they
duplex.
were able to build all that as long as they met the requirements for the federal regulations.
That's crazy, yo. Because there's one I seen this one on YouTube. It's like a Palangi couple. Palangi means Caucasians folks who are non Samoan speakers. Couple that they have it on YouTube, and it's about American Samoa that they rent, and they name some kind of little island like a isolated in American Samoa that a lot of like American or just foreign couple families will live out, that are out there for construction workers or contract or business
Yeah.
that rents houses. I forgot the name of the little village, or it was like a private area of Kukuila. I've
To
never.
Tafuna, probably
It,
Tafuna.
well, there was one in
Um,
Kafunga, but there was another one that was somewhere else. I forgot what it was called too. I didn't
and
recognize the name of
so those
like a
areas
Long
have been
Beach. So
uh,
it was
oh,
weird.
okay, it might have been on the end of that. So those areas have been popping up a lot. Like I said, the times have been changing with the availability of funds from aid, and then people really understanding how to do that stuff back in the islands. And you also got to understand, there's a lot of them migrating back to the islands. People who already have the know-how from living in the states. You
I
guys
know.
know what I mean by that? Like, say for instance, somebody who's been living in the states for a long time, like you all, then you move back home to live, to retire. There's a lot of that been going on, and they're
Yeah.
bringing with them the knowledge and stuff to build apartments and have businesses in real estate.
Yep.
So that changes the whole dynamic of island
Exactly.
life.
hmm
So they're bringing stateside life and putting it in American Samoa
Adapting it.
island life. Yeah, they're adapting it to the island life. That's what's happening nowadays. I
Is
don't
that
hate
a
on it. I mean, it you can't stop it. It is what it is. The times are changing.
It's happening.
so you're saying that there's more like people that are renting than actual landowners, right?
Uh, I don't know the statistics on it, but I
It seems
know
like
that
it.
there's an increase in the population who's renting now.
Moving is a lot. Now I experienced to where when I was in Reno, Nevada, having family, the benefit of having family members, especially being in this Samoan community, you can always just call upon your cousins and stuff, and everybody come lend hand, and you have like what, maybe 7 to 10 people deep that's able to grab stuff and put it in a U-Haul or a truck and haul it to your next place that you're gonna stay within the city area.
Mm.
Done that. Any of y'all done that before?
I'm probably
Within the
gonna
city
do it in
limits.
the future. I'll probably do it in the future now that I'm new here.
Yeah. What about you, Queen? You experienced that out here in the U.S. where you have family members, cousins?
Yeah, I've helped people move, family
Yep.
and friends. I've helped them move. And
Yeah.
then my move, just growing up in the city, we moved a lot, from family to family, and I hated that. And
Mm.
so I made it a point where now that I'm an adult, I try not to move a lot.
Oh,
So
okay.
ever since within 20 years, I think I've only moved, which it was too much for me, 3 times. You know,
Got you.
just within the place, the city. But if it was up to me, I would not move because I don't like moving. It's just maybe it's just because the way I grew up, you know, just moving from house to house. We didn't, and then finally when we get a house, we end up moving to American Samoa. So um, I think I have an issue with moving.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm your boy Puni Moa.
And I'm your queen. Don't forget, log into wefobz.io.
That's where you'll find everything you need to know about us.
We also got merches selling on the website. You'll see the podcast whyuce right there on wefobz.io.
We appreciate your support. Cheer!
See ya. Hey guys, I have one for you guys.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say taking care of your elders, right? Your parents.
Mm-hmm.
And you live with them. You have them, or no, they live with you. But you're the one who's married into that situation and you're taking care of their parents or parents.
So
and
you're in-laws, for example.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I've experienced, that's why I want to ask you guys how you guys feel, or, you know, when you feel like you're ready to just move and live your own life because you have your own family. What are your thoughts on that? There's a lot of people in the situation that's listening to us who are currently in that situation, or maybe find themselves later on down the road or was in the situation.
Personally, my experience, I think it's the old people. There are people with the old school mentality, so they'll try to tough it out. I've been in the situation in terms of taking care of my parents.
Yeah.
I lived that life for a very long time. The peace of mind thing, again, people are more likely to move, in my experience, that I've seen around me and myself. They're more likely to move out of that type of situation. Like, people have more funds to do it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of reasons why they don't do it is because they don't have the money to do it. Because a lot of times when you're taking care of parents, right, you're not working unless you have a military parent where you could get paid for taking care of them. But I know a lot of people who don't have that type of benefit, and they're just, from the goodness of their heart, they're taking care of their parents or their in-laws.
Yeah, sometimes it might not be a choice, right? You just don't have any other options because you yourself might feel bad that they have or that in-law parent might not even have no other choice or any other option. Let's just say, let's use me as an example. Say my father-in-law, we got to take care of him because of whatever illness, and let's just say we're the only family member he has. So, you know, with us Samoans, we tend to fall on our beliefs, you know, like
sometimes, but like I said, there's some there's a couple of families. I know a couple that did it the other way, bro. I'm trying to say, even though we may say that we
no, I'm not saying all. I'm saying some people. There are those out there that will take care of them.
Queen and me will do we'll do that thing, hunker down and take care of them. But there's these other people that wouldn't even give a shit.
Well, yeah, that's how it is. That's just life, right? There's always those that will, and always those that don't.
These are uncomfortable conversations that sometimes people need to have with their family members, right? Like Guy said, it's a choice.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day,
it's a choice when it is a dark choice to us because you already have Puni Moa and my answer. We'll hunker down. I mean, if we love our spouse, we'll hunker down and we'll do it.
Of course, yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You know?
Unless you don't, and then you on the other side. Yeah. You on the dark side.
We're gonna go on the dark side and start calling all the senior living homes.
You're gonna be like, F this now.
No, I think to answer your question, what I think about it, I think I would treat that as a seasonal kind of thing. So, because there'll be some seasons where I'll be like, you know what, your ass is going to the retirement place. Then the next season hits, you know what, mom or dad in-law, I love you to death. You know what I'm saying? Just
man, you said seasons, and I had that freaking song "Love Seasons in Progress" by
there you go.
CG playing in my head. I haven't heard that freaking word in a while. Seasons.
For real, man. Man, shout out to all the old schools out there, bro.
Shout out to those who hunker down and take care.
Oh, yeah, for real. Because there are a lot of them like that.
But you know what? I think one of the things that our people miss out on also is a will.
There you go.
Good
The
one.
will.
The truth is, in poly families, there's hella fights over who's gonna get what and who gets,
Everything's being questioned.
always question. And but then the way poly do it, especially Samoans, they say it goes to the chief. Nobody ever speaks about it, but it happens in a lot of Samoan families. It gets to that point, and then who are you to question this, and who are you to question that? And
You can
that
also put in your will how you want your funeral done.
our people don't know about that.
Even if they had their will, right?
They would not honor it.
I feel like that. So,
They would, but isn't a will enforced by the courts or
Yes.
something?
Yes.
yeah,
You see,
in order.
I'm in the dark about a will, bro. Like, sis, like,
I would make
and-
sure that someone's there to enforce my will.
Yeah, but the will is for whatever, like, say, if it's queen, Lord forbid, the will is basically her riches, like whatever queen's wealth
her
is.
assets.
Yeah,
her assets.
There you go.
Yay.
There you go.
And
That's
where I
what it
want
is.
it to go and who to go
Yes.
to.
Yes. So, in order for queen's loved ones to get it, they had to honor it. But what I'm saying though, queen, yes, your loved ones, your inner circle will, like your siblings, right? Or your husband. But what about the families?
No, it goes
would-
out, man. Your
would they
brothers, your
honor
sister, your freaking aunts, your uncles. They'll be
you
like,
know what I'm saying, queen? Because they'll be like,
Yeah.
so what if it's your husband? It's your wife. That's my sister, or it'd be like, that's my daughter. You shut the hell up. We're gonna do it the way we want to. You know what I mean? Like as a Samoan family.
And if I were and that happened to me and people trying to come talk to them sideways, I already instruct, go ahead and call who you need to enforce this.
Mm.
Enforce this will so he can have a peace of mind.
Yeah, but Samoan families, they always like that culture thing.
that's where the culture is toxic.
Yep.
That's where the culture is toxic, bro.
Is it
It's called
toxic or just
greed and
misunderstanding?
yeah, that's what. No, it's toxic, man. It's all greed,
And
and wanting. They're always wanting. See, if everybody was all loving, they wouldn't even, question
That would be
about
an
where
issue.
that stuff would go.
Exactly.
But no, they would want to fight over it.
People already asking for stuff and the body's it's still cold.
So what's our conclusion when it comes to moving? Are we done talking about moving?
Yeah, we've been done. We just been talking
We've
about.
just been entertaining your thoughts.
Wait, my thoughts are. It seems like somebody else's thoughts.
You're the one asking the questions, bro, and you give it to a queen and then bounce it back to me. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just like.
I think just moving is a fact of life, Who's.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't done it, oh man, you're missing out.
You should try it. You'll learn some.
Just be prepared, organize, and plan. Less headache for you. But if you don't, you're gonna stress.
It's a great experience though to move. So if you haven't did it like Guysosmooth said, try it out. Well, let's get
Just
back.
a tip, man, before we end it. Have very little. Don't own a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Don't own a lot of stuff when it's time to move. Sell all the things you don't need.
Right? If you go to the store and you look at it, you want it, ask yourself, do you need it or you just want it?
I would say, does it fit in your car when you put it when the day is done?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
I forgot what they call those kind of person. The people that they just hold on to stuff. It's not like
Hoarders.
what are they called?
Hoarders. Pack rats.
Pack rats. That's what
hoarders. They hoard it.
They just hoard onto things. They don't like to get rid of stuff.
No, yeah, wow. I know a couple of hoarders in my life.
Me too.
Man, I know.
I'm a mini hoarder. Like I'm a minor hoarder. Puni, let me tell you this: boxes. Are you a guy that likes to keep empty boxes around of your stuff?
Let's talk about that. What do you like to keep around? Nope, I don't like keeping boxes. I get rid of all boxes.
Bro, I kind of mini hoard boxes when I have electronics, like my earphones or my stuff. I just put them up in the closet. Like, I may use it sometime.
Oh, so you don't like to just have there's no place for it like drawers and stuff like that. You don't have any of
No, I
that.
put it in the closet because I'm one of those that, man, this might be a collector's item. So if I put it back in the
Oh,
box, it'll be like, I'm that kind of.
Okay.
what
You're
about
you're the just in case guy.
Yeah, just in case, especially with wires. Like, whose charger is this? Just in case. Whose wire is this? Just in case.
Dang. There you go, just in case listeners. You are those guys. Man, shout out to the just in case people. So what about people like that don't like to keep anything? Just get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? That moves
They're
on.
the cool ones, man. Those are the easy to cut ties people.
Yeah, to cut ties. I fall under that category. I don't like to hold on to stuff. I just get rid of it, move on.
That's cool, man.
What about you, Queen?
50-50. But I don't hold on to boxes. When I buy stuff, they're trash. But we do hold on to like moving boxes, and those we break it down and just put it on the side.
Oh, so just in case. So you're part of the just in case.
That's right. That's why I said 50-50.
Remember those days of DVDs? You don't want to throw away the DVD case.
Oh my goodness. You have to save those.
I told you all.
Hey, I still have 2 boxes of DVDs and
There you
CD
go.
in my
There you go.
storage.
Yeah, so you even have a storage? I don't even have a storage.
Mhm.
Wow.
Man, my DVD and CD holding evolved to the spindles. You know those spindles that have the blanks?
Oh yes.
I started putting all the DVDs and CDs on that. I was like, oh, cool. One place to put it all. And then it went out of commission, right? Then we went into freaking flashcards, flash memory, and now we don't need no memory. We got it all in the cloud.
All in the cloud, man. It's
You
crazy.
freaking computer people took us for a ride there with all that DVD and VHS and
What
super
about when the music
VHS.
started going on the nanopods, the iPods? Remember?
Oh, man.
Hmm.
I found my little one. I was like, oh my goodness, what's on this?
How about this? The 32 megabyte. I was in Frisco because I was doing film school out at Academy of Art when they first released the first Apple Shuffle.
Yes.
The small stick, right?
Yes.
So I can honestly say I was one of the first someones to grab one of that. 32 megabytes for
And how much was that?
$300.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
32 megabyte stick. Megabyte, not gigabyte, megabyte. For $300. Fuck you, Apple.
But you loved it at the moment.
Oh, hell yeah. I was like bumping that shit on the bus. People were like, what the hell this guy got? I had the first white earphones because after I bought it, we were on summer break, then I came to American Samoa, started bumping that. Everybody's like, what the hell? They're all holding their Walkman and their disc, the compact disc mini player.
Yep.
And I'm around, I'm telling bus drivers, hey, man, this is the next thing. You should put it in your bus. And I'm pretty sure that's how that freaking thing evolved, because I said, you should put it in your bus. It doesn't get scratched when you play from it.
Those are the good old days because, even with all the stuff you guys are talking about, it was part of like a part of the furniture. You know what I mean? Like it decorated the room, or at least the living room. When it came to discs and stuff like that, it was a nice thing to have a piece of whatever to have in your house too. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you had to move, it was like you had cases like you're a DJ hauling on if you have a lot of CDs. It's like
You
boxes
thought you
of
were the shit
boxes.
with your case of CDs, huh?
Yeah,
Right?
it was just like the little boxes on the
A little
side.
album of CDs.
Or even like when you just design, you know how they have like those designs that you can put it next to the TV or the radio? You
Yep.
just stack them all
I
up.
had my little brother had one of those. I was into the cases part, but like I said, I told you I evolved to the spindle. I was like, man, I don't carry around a case. I bust out the spindle here.
You even had furniture to put on your wall to put those damn things in.
That's what I'm
Right?
saying. And now everything is just on your phone, your cell phone.
Yep.
Like nothing. It's like
Yeah.
what do they call it? Studio, right? On your
Yep.
TV with all
On
the
your little
radio.
phone. how life had evolved, right?
Yeah, for us, right? And all the other ones, the little ones coming up. What the hell are you all talking about?
I know. Probably listening. What the hell?
But the kids, they love it though. Like they, just even looking at a cassette, just playing it in the radio it's hard to find those boombox or but when my kids look at it, they're like, man, that's cool. To the kids, they think it's really cool, because it really was. I mean, you could physically see how things were operated, but now it's just on the phone. It's just, you don't really get to see, or people don't value music or movies for how they used to be. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, that's a good one because
I
nowadays,
miss that though.
remember back
I
then,
miss
people
going.
wanted to play music loud, but nowadays everybody wants it in their own personal space in
Yeah,
their
but
headphones.
I don't know about you guys, but I miss going to like the CD stores or just to go and look around. Like now you don't
Yeah.
have those kind of stores or even like Blockbuster for DVDs or videos. I like
Tower
that.
Records.
Yeah, just to get out
Oh,
there. You get what I'm saying? Just to go out there and
Yeah.
just every store had its own
CDs and books,
purpose.
bro.
Yeah,
People, I think, do they still have bookstores?
Yeah.
Barnes and
Barnes and
Noble,
Noble.
Barnes and Noble.
Man, the only surviving one. But man, just the feeling. You're right. That feeling when you go there and there's a new book that drops, or a new DVD, or a new
Yeah,
movie, or a new. How
Yeah.
about Blockbuster? Remember Blockbuster?
I
look,
love Blockbuster.
yeah. I was a
And then
member. What do you call that? Whatever.
and Hollywood Video.
Lifetime member or whatever.
Yeah, you
I
And
know.
still
rent
got my
one, get one
Blockbuster
free.
card. Hmm.
Oh man.
Those were the good times. Like to me, I just feel like it was a physical work and just to get out the house and just
Yep.
having that
Especially
We
time.
when you're in
explore.
Samoa. It was a thing to go to Talo for
Oh
videos.
yeah,
Oh yeah. It was a chance to explore, to go buy junkies, to go,
Yep.
snacks and stuff, to go meet other people.
yeah. There you
Like it
go.
got you
So
out of the house.
you talking to everybody. I mean, you just talking to like the person that's at the store about whatever the new stuff is out, either it's video games or music, and then you actually reading the cover. Like you're literally reading the cover, like who's on there, what's it all about. Nowadays, you just a click of a button, right, or a
Right.
command, or just
It-
Alexa or Siri.
and
Play
it's right
this.
there at the tip of your fingers. Remember when you used to
Yeah.
go to Virgin or Tower Records and you put the earphones on just to listen to a sample of
The
Yeah.
music,
demos,
right?
yeah.
You just standing there, listen to the music, like vibing. Now we got it. The time, yeah, it's changed. Corporations have made it easier for us to get it in the comfort of our home rather than us going out to go and explore the world to go and get it.
Yeah. So convenient.
Convenience at the cost of adventure, right?
Yes.
I think that's going to be the new thing, though, in the future. It's going to be all about to go actually work for it to get it. That's going to
Well,
like reverse. Like it has to.
it's kind of
Or
why we like, bro. It's kind of why we on this platform too. Again, like the convenience of you staying at home, but then they put you in this video game world, right?
Yep.
Where you go and buy yourself in a video game world, you're adventuring out again, but you're sitting at home. Like, what? Is that where it's going? Yeah, it's going there. But you're right. It's probably coming back to a reversal soon.
that's how I feel. I think people are just tired of just getting stuff so fast that when they actually
Yeah.
realize when they work for something, it's such a better feeling than actually just getting it right away. That's at least how I feel about it, man.
Sweet.
Everybody just thinking.
We're reminiscing right now,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
I know
everybody,
that's what we're doing right now. Like, man,
man,
back
them
then.
good. Man, shout out to back in them days, man. Shit. Let's talk 49ers.
Looking pretty good there, buddy.
Oh, yes. San Francisco 49ers has did it again.
Done did it. Done did it.
Where we at right now, Queen, with the Niners?
4-0. Still undefeated. Just had some birds over was it yesterday, Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 4-0. 49ers looking good. I'm telling you, looking pretty good. Brock Purdy looking pretty good, buddies.
Damn, but before we get on to that, guy so smooth, anybody knows about what happened with Talanoa Ufanga with what's his name, the running back?
That guy Connor, was it?
Yeah. What happened to that?
I just saw a video how the guy, they were just talking, exchanging words, and then Connor guy just reached out and tried to choke him.
Yeah, try to reach out and choke him. Yeah, I seen that. Was it? I think it was another Islander brother that was like holding Connor, his teammate.
I think so.
And I see, I'm just like, okay, I know the reason why the brother's holding them back. Connor, he's like, bro, chill out, bro.
I saw Hufanga. He was so sorry. He had his
arm locked up.
Like, oh boy.
Because Islanders, we don't talk much. We just like start swinging. So that's why I was like, yeah.
Yeah, but doesn't Hufanga, he talks a lot though, right?
No.
Are you sure?
No, he's been trained by Troy Polamalu, man. He's just like Troy.
He probably hit him too hard.
I mean, he did stop him on that. What was it? The 2-point conversion they tried to do. He ran, Connor ran with the ball and Ufanga stopped it.
Yes, man. I won't get my hopes up at any time because how long we've been riding with the Niners and always come to that last moment. I'm gonna be realistic with them going forward. Want to make sure they get to that point when they get to that point. But that game kind of exposed a bunch of weaknesses back in the secondary.
Hey, that's good, man. Talk about it, brother. That's what it was just called 49ers, man. Everybody talk about what they seen, educate our viewers. Because I did get a lot of feedbacks, and
you think they were too far back, right?
No, they were just Cardinals had their number. They knew how to exploit their the formations. That's probably one of the main reasons why we couldn't keep up with their defending the secondary against their air attack. I mean, the front line, you guys saw our front line was tearing it up. Yeah. It was putting pressure on, what's his name? They were always pressuring him. What's his name?
J-Dubs. Some dude named Dubs.
Oh, Dobbs.
He was getting pressured left and right. I saw some of our boys do what they usually do. They grab the offender, their own offensive lineman, and throw him into the quarterback. I seen a lot of that going on. But then come to the secondary when the ball gets out there, I was like, what? Come on, guys. They were getting burnt. Sad to say, but yeah, they were getting burnt back there. We need to lock that down if we plan to get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. Lock down the secondary, no matter what team comes.
I don't know. I think differently, Guy, because, I mean, they're still below 20. No team has passed
I'm not thinking in the terms of Cardinals. I'm thinking in the terms what the other teams see. There's other teams out there that are going to use their genius and be like, oh, so that's how they're weak. Then they're going to come at us with a different formula.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They're watching the Niners right now.
That's normal. Dude, the only reason we're not going to get to the finish line and get this pick, number 6, is Brock Purdy getting hurt. That's the only thing. That's all I'm calling.
Why do you think it happened when we were on that playoff run? Team exploited the weakness in our armor with Brock Purdy coming in, and they went for him, dude. That's what I'm trying to say. We did hella good, but we gotta do even better. Because with that talent on the team, come on now. With that type of talent on both sides of the ball for our team.
Dude, the 49ers are too damn good. But this is what I'm afraid of. Who's going to have the better story to win the championship game?
What you mean by that?
I'm saying it's fixed. Mahomes had his opportunity. Who had a better story? The Kelsey brothers. I want to know what story. Hopefully Brock Purdy is the story so the Niners can go all the way. I know the Niners are a great team, but sometimes I don't know. That's just me and my thought going about this whole Super Bowl thing.
No, I'm kind of with you on that. There's been a lot of instances. Remember that one undefeated run Patriots went on and they got defeated by the Giants? They got rolled by the Giants in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
You guys remember that? They were undefeated the whole season, the playoffs. Everybody thought it was going to be 52-0. and the Giants rode them, and it looked like when you saw them play, it looked like, man, are they throwing the game?
I think it was Chief Lot that sent us. Was it all of us for the well, who was it? One of the, I don't know if it was an NBA team or on the NFL, or the player themselves, the veterans. They're already retired, and they're like, yeah, the game's fixed. You got to at least be up by a. It was an NBA player. You had to at
NBA,
least
the NBA,
you had to be up by 15 points.
These were old referees saying
Yeah,
this.
it's like you have to be up by 15 points, and they're like, why? Well, because the referees, if you have to be up by 15 points in order to win that game, because the referees, like they did with the Eagles and the Kansas City, last night's game, when
never counted out, man.
Shout out to what's our board, Salah, because they did a great job. The Jets, I'm sorry, New York Jets. Y'all watched that game? It was like the last quarter drive and stuff, and the Jets had a pick, and the referee automatically threw out a flag, knowing damn well it wasn't held. So Port Salah and the Jets had to look. They caught an L against the Kansas City Chiefs. So yeah, y'all might be right. It might be Taylor Swift's year. That might be a better start than Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I don't know. But Brock Purdy might, in order just to beat that the outcome, our 49ers are going to have to just score at least 21 points, I guess. Up by
That's
3
what
points.
I was trying to say. You got to not leave it in the hands. There was a coach that said you can't leave it in the hands of the referees.
So besides that, Queen, and God, I kind of feel like Kyle Shanahan uses Christian McCaffrey too much. I don't want to come across as a hater.
It's the money they're paying him, bro. That's why they're using him like that.
Okay, well.
Hey, if you gonna pay the buku bucks, you gotta definitely, and your guy can run like a freaking horse and jump like a horse and he's an Energizer bunny. Dude.
I mean, shout out to Christian McCaffrey.
That dude was fire yesterday.
He was fire, but I feel like I get worried sometimes because he's overusing him. And I'm like, man, I would like to see him in the playoffs and all the way in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I don't know.
But you know what, Oos? Because I know I also been watching him from when he was with his old team, bro.
And that's why he was hurt. I mean, that was the problem. He kept getting hurt. So that's my concern, man. My question is, do y'all feel
that's a good concern, though. Like, you're right.
Do y'all feel like he's overusing him?
Yep. And I think they're doing it on purpose because they're trying to get their money's worth.
What's your thought on that, Queen?
Hey,
I'm worried too.
Says sorry. I got an emergency to take care of, so
no, handle your business, guys. So
I'm gonna be out from here. Thank you, whyuce podcast crew, and thank you all the audience members.
All right, bro.
Enough. See you, brother. Yeah, we about to end real quick too, Queen. So, Queen, what you think about that? What I just said about CMC?
Oh, I'm gonna have to agree with you too. They did use them a lot,
right?
We have so many weapons on our offense.
Thank you.
Like, I was really hoping to Juice got his touchdown, but he didn't. They should have gave it back to him.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, and they could have brought in the rookie again to play him some more, even after we were up.
And he was balling, that little rookie.
Yeah, he was balling. That kid was balling. They should have just kept him in. Like it's only the fourth game. We could have saved him, but if they're using him to get money, his money's worth, that's not a good right way of thinking. But damn, we got so many weapons that Brock can use.
That's what I'm saying, and I feel like okay, I that's my concern, that this is eventually going to get the rest of our guys irritated. Like Ayuk, what's his name, Debo, even like our fullback Huschek, even George Kittle, and then who's our third? What's his name? The receiver, Jennings. Yeah, like all of them. Even the guy from Pittsburgh. What's his name? Our kick returner. Those guys are putting in a lot of work. Even the tight ends, like they're doing a lot of work, and for them not to get the love too, I think Brock Purdy needs to really wake the fuck up and start. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how I feel.
The last thing you need is for your players to feel left out. you know.
Was I the only one feeling like that? Because I felt like that. I'm like, CMC and Brock's getting a little bit too much love here.
Like I get they're running the ball because we're a strong running team,
Yeah,
but rotate the guys off.
exactly. And then show the damn love. Like, give it to the rest of the other guys. I know which is, you know what? I kind of go back on it because, yes, I would always want to do a run when you're only like 5 in end zone, right? Always give it to the run. But yeah, like you said, switch it off. Like, come on. The rookie was doing so well, then they took him out. CMC came back in. I'm like, dude, you just got 2 touchdowns. Now you just took the rest of the credit. Okay.
I would have
I
given a touchdown.
yeah.
But yeah, you're right. That's a good concern to have, and that's what I was worried about too.
Yeah. Kyle Shanahan, don't be trying to run it like New England, thinking that it's gonna be Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. No, baby, this is Bay Area. You better share that shit. you
Only the
better,
4th game,
you,
fool. Shit.
yeah, you better spread the fucking ball around, dog. Ayuk was supposed to get a touchdown. Debo was supposed to get a touchdown. Kittle, all of them. Jennings, like, come on, man, spread the freaking ball. And I just also want to, do a shout out to Trent Williams because my man was doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
I said he wasn't. I said he was wacky. He was looking at his age last week, but now he's doing his thing.
He sure is. The Niners looking good though. Keep it up, guys.
Yep. And then the defense, I don't know. Like I told Guysosmooth, I don't know about that because we keeping our guy a lot of the teams under 20, and it's looking really good. Defense looking good. They're probably tired.
Looking really good.
But are you going to be at the game? The Cowboys? Are you going to that game?
No. Can't make it to that game, but I'm excited for that game.
Oh man, you already know there's another W, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Prediction? What's your prediction on that one?
Let's see. Maybe 30-17.
You think we're gonna still stay with that 30? Like we've been on 30 all 4 games, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. I'm going with that too. I'm gonna say 30. I'm gonna keep it close. 30-21.
Oh, okay.
30-21. Just because it's the Cowboys. I mean, it's a rivalry thing. I would like to see it like I would like to see like a 31-29 spread.
Oh, that'd be hella close.
That would be nice though. Like, that's just me. Have one of them like George Kittle to catch.
Do one of them crazy catches.
Just for the hell of it. I don't know, but I'll be definitely watching that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Queen.
And that's a Sunday night game, isn't it?
Sunday night.
Yeah.
They got Dallas. Dallas is all about that hype. They always hype it up. So of course it's gonna be the game of the century. Dallas is doing that for the rest of us to blow it up. But that's all I got, Queen, man. Appreciate you getting back on,
There we go. That's all I got too.
And I'm Puni Moa.
And I'm your queen.
See you next time.
Later.
Whyuce, tell me why the sky's blue. Tell me why this money is green. Now Lord, please, tell me why I do these things to make tea. Now let me. They kick me out of church, cause I just don't listen. Always fall asleep when the preacher is preaching. Not my fault, I do love God, but on Saturday nights I be all up on God. Trying to save the world with the homies. My KD rising with my homies. Playing 2K with my homies. Jumping on Madden with the homies.